5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yay, oh, yay, oh, yay. This Honorable Supreme Court of Tennessee is now in session. The Honorable Holly Kirby presiding. God save the United States of America, the state of Tennessee, and this honorable court.
Welcome to the Supreme Court virtual swearing-in ceremony for new bar admittees. As Mr. Hibner said, my name is Holly Kirby. I'm a justice on the Tennessee Supreme Court. I live in Memphis, but I'm here on behalf of all of the court members from all over the state. We're gathered virtually today to make it official for the new bar admittees scheduled to become lawyers today. It's a great achievement for anyone to be admitted to law school, survive years of difficult law school courses, graduate, and pass the bar exam. It's always true that many of those who become licensed lawyers have to overcome significant personal obstacles to do so. For all of you, this is especially true. For you, the entire process was deeply affected by the pandemic. Your law school classes were disrupted, and even the bar exam process was impacted. So congratulations to all of you on surviving law school, passing the bar exam, completing all of the requirements to be admitted, and making it here today. In fact, here's an official pandemic gold star in recognition of your achievement. Well, actually, this is a gold star from my Christmas tree, but you get the idea. We are proud of each and every one of you. And a gold star too for the family and friends here virtually in support of our new lawyers. Nobody reaches this happy day without help. Many of your family and friends made significant sacrifices so that you could achieve your dream of becoming a lawyer. We as a court acknowledge their important contributions. The swearing-in ceremony for new lawyers might be the happiest ceremony the court conducts. Most of our proceedings are pretty hotly contested with a winner and a very unhappy loser. In this ceremony, all motions are granted and everyone gets to leave a winner. Today's ceremony has two parts: individual motions for the admission of each new attorney, and then a joint oath. New admittees with individual sponsors will go first. As each new admittee is spotlighted virtually, the sponsors will make a motion for his or her admission to the bar. After we finish with them, the remaining new admittees will be spotlighted individually, also in alphabetical order. And Michelle Sellers, the president of the Tennessee Bar Association and a fine example of Tennessee's excellent legal community, will sponsor and move for his or her admission to the bar. After all of the motions are granted, I will administer the oath of admission to all of you at once. Even though this is an official court proceeding, I want you to know it's very informal. As you take the oath, feel free to have around you your spouse, your parents, your children, your auntie, your dog, whoever you want to be with you in that moment. During all of this, note that we have a chat function for you to post comments on your favorite new lawyer. We love the chat. So friends and family, feel free to post as much as you want. You've already heard from the clerk of our appellate courts, Jim Hibner, who also serves as the marshal in this court proceeding. Mr. Hibner, his staff, Nick Morgan, and our whole IT team make this ceremony possible. We thank them for their hard work and their professionalism. Now, President Sellers, would you like to say a few words to our admittees?
Thank you, Justice Kirby. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today and to make a few remarks. My name is Michelle Greenway Sellers, and I'm actually the immediate past president of the Tennessee Bar Association. While I was president of the Tennessee Bar Association, and this was perhaps the very best part of my job. And I am honored to be here today to congratulate you all on your achievements and to welcome you to the practice of law in the state of Tennessee. I know that many of you have friends and family who have been instrumental in the journey. On behalf of the Bar Association, I would like to thank them for their support of you, and I would hope that you would thank them as well. The journey has been different for everyone. What called you to law school, what motivated you to do the work and sit for the bar is unique to everyone here today. While our differences will bring strength to the profession, we share an enduring loyalty to the core principles which define who we are in the profession: respect for the rule of law and an agreement to hold ourselves to higher standards for the benefit of the public. The practice of law can be difficult, but it can also be very rewarding. You are entering the profession at a time of change. There will be many opportunities for your leadership and your guidance, and I encourage you to embrace those opportunities and help shape the future of our profession. I encourage you to get involved in the Tennessee Bar Association Young Lawyers Division, in the Tennessee Bar Association, and in your local bar associations. The friendships you gain in those bar associations will last throughout your career. And I would tell you that know that you're part of a legal family that stretches across the state of Tennessee. We are a caring profession. We stand ready to help you. We are proud of your accomplishments, and we look forward to you joining our ranks. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, immediate past president Sellers. Sorry I inadvertently extended your term. Court agrees with your eloquent remarks and your suggestion that these new lawyers join their local bar associations and become part of our legal community. I'm going to take the liberty of making a few remarks about your new role in society as a lawyer. Our court recently lost a wonderful colleague, Justice Connie Clark. She always enjoyed these ceremonies and enjoyed highlighting to new lawyers the words of the first female justice on the United States Supreme Court, Sandra Day O'Connor. In honor of Justice Clark, I'll do the same today. Justice O'Connor wrote passionately about the role of lawyers in a democratic republic in her 2003 book, The Majesty of the Law. Her words resonate today, where recent national events continue to show the importance of lawyers, judges, and our justice system in preserving equal rights and the rule of law. Justice O'Connor said, "Democracy takes work and time and constant effort. Freedom and equality are not achieved overnight. Liberty requires us to place ourselves in another's shoes, to see that things may not be as fair or as equitable as they appear from our own vantage point. Justice compels us to understand the rage, to feel the pain, and respond to the cries. Although it's easy to become impatient and disheartened by process failure and social discord, we must all take the long view of democratic change. Democracy requires a strong judicial system in which wrongdoers, no matter how influential, are punished, and victims, no matter how powerless, gain relief. Only with an independent judiciary can there be any assurance that justice will be served. Lawyers possess the key to justice under the rule of law, the key that opens the courtroom door. That key is not held for lawyers' own private purposes. It's held in trust for those who would seek justice, rich and poor alike. While a business can afford to focus solely on profits, a profession cannot. It must devote itself first to the community it's responsible to serve. Justice O'Connor's words are even more true today. We on the court recognize that you have to make money, you have to make a living, but we urge you to also fully inhabit the special role of lawyers in our society. I'm betting that even though you're only becoming licensed today, many of you have already become the in-house lawyer for your family and friends. You have a sphere of influence. We urge you to use it for the good. Use your platform as a lawyer to educate those around you about the importance of the rule of law, the principle that all of us must operate within the bounds of the law, and all of us are entitled to basic rights. Educate your friends and family about the basic differences between the branches of government, the importance of having independent judges, and why lawyers are obliged to bring facts and evidence to court, not just conjecture. Most of all, please look out for our most vulnerable citizens and use your gifts to support and defend their rights under the Constitution. Okay, that's the end of my preaching. Now it's time for the good stuff. Time to hear the motions for admission. We'll start with the admittees with individual sponsors, followed by the admittees being introduced by immediate past President Sellers. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. May it please the court, I am Morris Haddon of the Kingsport Bar, and I would like to introduce Will Andrew Ellis, a graduate of the University of Alabama College of Law. He is a member of our firm, Hunter Smith and Davis in Kingsport. Will has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law. I therefore move the admission of Will Andrew Ellis, admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Mr. Haddon. The court respects you and your firm, and we appreciate your motion for admission for Mr. Ellis. Mr. Ellis, congratulations to you. You've landed in a good spot. We look forward to having you as a member of the bar in Tennessee.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Martin, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, my name is Sean J. Martin. I'm a member of the Tennessee Bar. I would like to introduce Emily Madison Karenuk. Ms. Karenuk is a graduate of the Nashville School of Law and a member of my firm, Martin, Heller, Potempa, and Shepard. Ms. Karenuk has successfully completed all requirements to practice law before the bar, and I therefore move Emily Madison Karenuk's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Mr. Martin, the court is most pleased to grant your motion. Ms. Karenuk, congratulations to you. We're so pleased to have you as a member of the bar in Tennessee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Pope, we're ready to hear your motion.
Good morning, everyone, and may it please the court. My name is Brittany Pope, and I'm a member of Levan, Sprader, Patton, and Plymire in Nashville. And I want to introduce Summer Owens. Summer is a graduate of the Nashville School of Law, and she is now our newest associate here at Levan, Sprader. Summer has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar, and therefore I move for Summer Owens' admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
That's great. Ms. Pope, we're so pleased to grant your motion, and Ms. Owens, You're also in a nice spot, aren't you?
I am. Thank you.
Congratulations to you and welcome to the bar in Tennessee.
Thank you.
And Mr. Cottingham.
May it please the court, my name is Matt Cottingham. I'm a member of the Tennessee Bar. I would like to introduce Austin Wells. Austin is a graduate of Belmont University College of Law and a member of the firm Ritholtz Levy Fields. Austin has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar, and I therefore move for Austin Wells' admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Mr. Cottingham, the court is most pleased to grant your motion. And Mr. Wells, you've done well so far. We'll be watching your progress going forward. Congratulations and welcome to the bar in Tennessee.
Thank you, Justice Kirby.
May it please the court, I'm Michelle Sellers. I'm a member of the Tennessee Bar, and it's my honor to introduce Katherine Adams. Ms. Adams is a graduate of the University of Tennessee, Knoxville and Belmont University College of Law. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Katherine Adams' admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. The court is very pleased to grant your motion. And Ms. Adams, congratulations to you. We're happy to have you part of the bar in Tennessee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
May it please the court, I'm Michelle Sellers. I am a member of the Tennessee Bar. It is my honor to introduce Shelby Bess. She is a graduate of the Cecil C. Humphreys School of Law. She graduated magna cum laude. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Shelby Bess's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Sellers, the court is especially pleased to grant this motion. Ms. Bess, I happen to know well since she externed in our office and did fine work. I expect, Ms. Bess, that you will be a very successful lawyer, and we're so proud to have you part of the bar in Tennessee.
Thank you, Justice Kirby. It was great to see you this morning.
May it please the court, it is my honor to introduce Anthony Capozzolo III. He is a graduate of East Carolina University and the John Marshall Law School. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Anthony Capozzolo III's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. The court will grant your motion. Mr. Capozzolo, you were nodding. I'm hoping that that is the correct pronunciation of your name. All of you, we want to pronounce your name correctly. So if it's not said correctly for some reason, please jump in. We want to get everything just right this morning. So we're very pleased to have you part of the bar in Tennessee, Mr. Capozzolo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's my honor to introduce Parker Davis. She is a graduate of Harvard University and Harvard Law School and Harvard Business School. She graduated cum laude from Harvard Law School. She will be associated with Bass, Berry & Sims, PLC. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Parker Davis's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
The court is pleased to grant your motion, Ms. Sellers. Ms. Davis, they're going to have to name a building after you at Harvard because apparently you're very loyal and also very talented. You're with a good firm, and we're very pleased to have you part of the bar in Tennessee.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
It's my honor to introduce Mitchell Fry. He is a graduate of the University of Georgia and the University of Tennessee College of Law. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Mitchell Fry's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Court will grant your motion, Mr. Fry. Congratulations to you. We're most pleased to have you part of the legal community in Tennessee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's my honor to introduce Brittany Gilder. She is a graduate of Eastern Kentucky University and Lincoln Memorial University Duncan School of Law. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Brittany Gilder's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. The court will grant your motion. Ms. Gilder, we're so pleased to have you part of the bar in Tennessee. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's my honor to introduce Hannah Haven. She is a graduate of the University of Kentucky and New England Law in Boston. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Hannah Haven's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. The court will grant your motion. Ms. Haven, we're very pleased to have you in Tennessee and part of our wonderful legal community.
Thank you, Your Honor. Happy to be here.
It's my honor to introduce Anusha Ravi. She is a graduate of Emory University and the University of California School of Law. She will be associated with A Better Balance. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Anusha Ravi's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Sellers, the court is pleased to grant your motion. Ms. Ravi, you have to tell me what is A Better Balance. My curiosity is getting the better of me.
It's a nonprofit organization that provides legal services to low-wage workers.
That is wonderful. One of the court's most important initiatives is to provide access to justice for all of our most vulnerable citizens. You're obviously going to be dedicated to that. The court respects your service, and we're very pleased to have you part of the bar in Tennessee.
Thank you.
It's my honor to introduce Daniel Eric Walder. He is a graduate of Vanderbilt University and the University of Texas School of Law. He graduated with honors and will be associated with Waller Lansden, Dortch and Davis LLP. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Daniel Eric Walder's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. The court is very pleased to grant your motion. And Mr. Walder, you've landed with a very nice firm that bodes well for your future. We'll be watching for your success. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, is that all of our new admittees, Mr. Hibner?
Yes, Your Honor. That's everyone.
Now comes the big moment, the oath. You will be unmuted. Please unmute yourself. Make sure that that is done. We want to be able to hear you. Gather anyone you want to be with you as you take the oath. If you can stand and stay on camera, you're welcome to do that. But regardless, please raise your right hand. Are we ready, Mr. Hibner? Are you going to show everybody at once?
Yes, you may not see it on your screen unless you switch to gallery view.
Okay.
But it's everybody's being shown on YouTube.
All right, good. I just wanted to make sure. All right, good. All right, are you ready? Please raise your right hand, make sure you're unmuted, and repeat after me. Everybody ready? Okay. I state your name.
I Brittany Gilder.
I like the jumble of names best. Do solemnly swear or affirm
Do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I
will support the Constitution
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Tennessee,
and the Constitution of the State of Tennessee,
in the practice of my profession,
in the practice of my profession.
I will conduct myself
I will conduct myself
with honesty,
with honesty,
fairness,
fairness,
integrity,
integrity,
and civility,
and civility,
to the best of my skill and abilities.
to the best of my skill and abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
God.
Congratulations to all of you. Welcome to the bar. Gold star for everyone. We're just so pleased to have you. We look forward to working with you in the practice of law for many of the years to come. I think that concludes this most happy court proceeding. So go celebrate. We stand adjourned.
Congratulations, everyone. This honorable court is now adjourned.